Hello, hello everyone, and this is not Slay the Spire. This is actually what I usually do, funnily enough. For those who have been here a long time, nothing new. For those who have only seen me for the mod content, happy to have you as well. This is going to be very interesting because this is the intervallo that is going to lead us up to Merceau's Canto, which I am very excited for, mostly because my boyfriend is very excited for it and he loves Merceau, so I want to have that same passion that he does for it. For this, I really don't know what to expect. I mean, the IDs are incredible. We finally have an ego that synchronizes as well, which is the coolest thing in the entire world, by the way. We also have Ang Dao returning with, I think, some new upgrades given the ID Ishmael got. And looks like we also have Moses and friends hanging out as well. So, hey, I'm excited. Let's go ahead and get into things and let's see what's up. It could be anything. Oh, I guess I should, I forgot Intervallo, haha. I actually have to try for this. I provided you an answer to your question, but you exhibited no observable response. Is the center's combat performance deteriorating beyond manageable parameters? No, things aren't that bad, but it's just hard to focus on one conversation when I'm trying to support battles happening in completely different places at once. On top of that, Rhodia's shopping chatter is starting to get a little distracting. Oh, so he can, like, spectate all of them at the same time. We're wow, we're just in Incorp. Okay, yeah. Distortion case. Oh, all over. That's not good. Okay. Spreading distortions is never a good thing. That's not usually how that works. So, usually means there's something going on. This is like all my faves in one team, besides Faust. Busing supplies. Okay. To reiterate, there are no issues requiring special concern regarding Faust. It is true that Faust has, on several recent occasions, expressed dissatisfaction with a certain Faust. However, these instances should be classified as a mere personal grievance. I mean, that's good if that's all there is to it, but would it be you can't access the Gesellschaft? Oh, shoot. Did they shut her out? May I ask your basis for that inference? Because you're acting a lot like you did back on the warp train. It appears there remain occasions on which you are still capable of surprising Faust, Dante. So I was right? You really are cut off from the Gesellschaft? That was not intended as a confirmation of your conjecture. Interesting, okay. Right. I won't press you if you don't want to talk about it. Your reserve is appreciated. Shall we move on? Yes, your consultation is the next agenda. For cross-referencing the records pertaining to the recent events in the House of Spiders, it would appear that memories concerning the individuals designated as Sora and Ren currently remain only with you, Dante. As such, should the influence of Ryoshu and her sword lead to further omissions in the official records, the manager will be responsible for supplementing the necessary information. Yeah, not the first time I was the only one left with intact memories, huh? Oh yeah, just showing all of them. Catherine Raishiki, K-Corp. The Star. I want my old memories come back, though. Is it because of this clockhead? Speculation based on your experience with the bus team thus far will not meaningfully contribute to the recovery of your former memories, manager. Inductive reasoning, conducted from memories with gaps, after all, is bound to have structural limitations. Bongi would serve as an adequate analogy. Bongi? Yes, Bongi. Receiving feed and increasing in body mass alone would provide it with no meaningful basis for identifying the purpose of its rearing. Even at the terminal stage, when exposed to kitchen instruments and the heat of the stove, its limited experience would prove inadequate to constitute an understanding of its ultimate fate and purpose. Likewise, the ultimate answer to your doubts can only be obtained from the whole of the experience that you will have accumulated at the terminus of your entire journey. That is, your allotted mission. Yeah, we'll find out Dante's backstory in the final canto, yeah. Because treasure awaits at the end of the road, at the end of hell. And that treasure will give me back my memories in my head. Also, indeed, at the end of the road, you will be able to engrave your aspect. Yeah, wow, they're just really throwing this all out there. Okay. Damn. Okay. Everything with Dante is still so shrouded in mystery, and like, we gotta find out if Dante's secretly super hot. We don't know. You're not gonna tell me what it actually is, are you? The aspect. What it means, or why I wanted it so much. If it remains a piece of information that must be disclosed to you, then no. I'm unable to tell you. Pay no mind. You're still following your star acceptably. Please concentrate on the journey. More importantly, have you grown accustomed to that incomplete power? Current observation suggests that you have yet to arrive at that level. Well, I've gotten pretty used to focusing on one place at a time, but keeping track of several places at once is still a bit rough. Yeah, so it's like, by the end of this, Dante is going to be like Ian, peak Ian, where like he's managing everything at the same time while doing powers, while doing other things, and it's just going to be so cool. He will be him. Sufficient familiarity should result in substantial tactical value. You'll be able to cast a wider net when information gathering and employ previously unavailable tactical patterns. Right, and I'd also be able to tell when it's a bad time to call someone in, too. Rhodia, stuffing all the food with a baguette. Mouse, there's a dude I've seen before, but he seems a bit different from what I remember. Did you specify the issue? I'm monitoring the situation right now. We should probably jump in with them too. Join up with them too. Let's end the consultation here. This is rather precipitous, Dante. If the incident is of a serious nature, perhaps a request for support from the LCC. No, it's not an incident. Oh, okay. I mean, to be fair, we know who this intervalo is all about. That's not a secret, given the, you know, the frickin' key art. Oh, cool, the bus. Nice. Being an N-Corp, too. Show me the boy. This is going from bad to worse, really. Dante seems to be tied up helping the other groups. Otis's command calls have been working out well enough, I'll give her that. We managed to hold the line better than expected, but we're definitely starting to feel the strain. Why are you waving your hand all of it? Arm and hand signals? Huh? What signals? What's swinging the arm sideways even supposed to mean? You don't know. It's scatter, damn it. So, scatter! Like, all I think of is, John Mulaney. That was close. We almost got flattened. Damn it. Even rookies with nothing but the most rudimentary military training would have recognized a hand signal that basic. Well, we're not all trained soldiers here, are we? Barely. The flourish of a single hand doth indeed make a boast of a chivalric elegance. Yet when thou suddenly wavest thine arm around, clenching and unclenching thy hands in that mystical fashion, only to suddenly turn tail, forsooth, I am left bereft of understanding what thou meanest to say. To think that all the personnel in our team, only the swabby has a discipline to interpret a basic field signal. I only picked it up during my sailing days, and realistically speaking, did you really expect ordinary people like the others to understand professional military signals? This is unacceptable. After all the operations all of you have been deployed under my lead, you're all still ignorant when it comes to nonverbal signals. I don't think even Dante would know those signals. Yep, may as well be splitting hairs, literally. Let us appease our agitated hearts and follow Miss Otis's instruction. We should disperse and withdraw. Megaton landing! Hey, pretty cool, huh? Let's face it, I know how to make one heck of an entrance. I love her. What? Aren't you supposed to be cleaning up the distortions upstairs? Oh, finito, a million years ago. You guys were taking forever, so I figured I'd take a peek and lend a hand. You're welcome. Split by your thundering descent, the floor's form and shape are now crushed beyond mending, sunken deep enough to be likened to the incipience of a wellspring. Hey, don't you worry your head about it. That's all after teams need to take care of. Anyway, that should be all of them, right? The force of your landing neutralized the last of the distortions outside of the building. Great! Can you check on the distortion peeps' faces and clothes? Their faces are all segmented. Makes my skin crawl. Not a pleasant sight. As for their attire. This one appears to be a sweeper. And that one yonder bears the attire of an ordinary fixer. Oh, weird. And this distortion I landed on, probably a local resident, judging by the clothes. Did any of you happen to see anything nearby bursting with a big pop and flash? Nay, not once. Okie dokie. You know what? Let's all head upstairs. This suppression request is kind of a pain. We'll need to put together a nice, neat plan before we start poking it too hard. A plan, sayest thou? How was this not a mere matter of slaying distortions where they stand? Huh? Wait, did nobody brief you? This has often been the structure of our assignments. We are given instructions, we perform them, and only afterward do we begin to perceive the nature and contour of the task to which we have committed our hands. Really? Well, guess every department has its own way of doing things. No big deal. I'll explain everything once we're upstairs. Oh, by the way, you didn't get to meet the whole team last time, did you? Only our new girl. This time, that dude, I mean, Mr. Bamboo-Hatted Kim's also here too. Yes! Uh-huh, he's here now. He's okay now? Sure he is. You'll be surprised once you see just how okay he is now. Well, last time he said he was still under treatment. To be precise, I believe Miss Eng Dao, or Eng Du. I've always said it Eng Dao. Oh, shoot. Eng Du stated that his mind has yet to regain its former tranquility. That? You'll get him once you see him. I feel like we'll just end up having the same conversation twice if I say anything about it now. Yo, look at this aura. Look at them aura farming. So you have arrived. Ugh, it's blinding. It's so bright. The Mente sun is pouring in like crazy. Yet the warm tickle of the sunbeam is rather agreeable. No, this is not sunlight. Because unlike this, there is more to the sunshine than its warmth. That's from the book, by the way. Pretty sure. What exactly is this light? Why is this thing on again? It's bright enough to fry my eyeballs. Apologies, Lady Ezra. I have not yet to be accustomed to this machine. This is my first time laying a hand upon the complicated workings of such a contraption. It activated of its own accord, and I have yet to discover the method by which it may be silenced. That's why I told you to leave it alone. Fiddling with things you don't understand usually ends with something, or you, broken. Nothing good comes of it, I tell you. But Mentor, Lady Moses has instructed me that in every moment and event, clues are hidden under the veil of one's surroundings and must be examined with care. Yes, and that only works if you're savvy about the knack. Hang on, did you just say mentor? Ah, I have not been afforded a proper opportunity to introduce him to you. This here is the esteemed leader of the Blade lineage, who is all but a master under whom I have apprenticed. Do you really have to dress it up like that? I told you I only took on the role because there wasn't anyone else around to take the job. Switch, switch, where's the switch? Ah, gotcha. Wait, what? Goodness. Known as Bamboo-Hatted Kim. This is Bamboo-Hatted Kim? Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Look, he's got his little badge, like, pinned on, and, you know, got his gear, and then she looks great, of course, and look at her, she's so short. Her ID is too small, like, she's supposed to be up here, but she's too low because she's short. Yes, that's me. Guess I should say pleased to meet you, folks. I was not expecting that. Oh my god, this is the best already. The intervalos have been so good in this game. I mean, they're all super good. Like, god, I am so hyped to see where this goes. Oh, I love this art. Look at this art. Okay, so. His personality isn't even in the same ballpark as my expectations. You're telling me this guy here is Bamboo-Hatted Kim? Yep, we double-checked with Ezra and said he's really the same guy. Whoa, that fire in your head's not hot at all. Fascinating stuff. Can you... okay, can we check again, just in case? I really can't wrap my head around the fact that this is the sullen, serious man whom we fought. Just look at what he's doing. He's rubbing my face all over like he's checking some kind of mantelpiece ornament. Lots of ticking and talking going on. That's supposed to sound like them talking to you folks, huh? Or the confirmation would be redundant, Dante. This individual is conclusively identical to the one designated as Bamboo-Hatted Kim. I got no idea what you folks are so suspicious about. Engdu, just what exactly have you been telling people out there about me? They're all staring like they've seen a ghost. I told them you're a gallant and formidable warrior, Mentor. But they don't look like they've heard the most flattering things about me. There, don't you hear it? The faint undercurrent of disappointment in the ticking? I also told them that you were a man of few words, but with much affection for the followers under your command. Engdu. Yes, Mentor? That's a complete and utter lie. Man of few words is definitely not something you can say about a guy who's as talkative as me, don't you think? Yeah, I spoke no falsehood. Although your conduct is rather shallow and perhaps less refined for a leader of an organization, you are much more reserved and tacticum when conversing with those unfamiliar to you, are you not? No matter who one may be, one is bound to inspire either approval or disapproval from those around him. So, I refrain from mentioning any truths that might invite the latter. To even hint at anything that might tarnish the reputation of my master would not be unlike spitting on his name, and mine, by extension. I simply had no reason to put on airs in front of my own folks. In any case... Ugh. So you can't see anything if I block this part, hmm? Do tell, how many fingers am I holding up? Those are not my eyes, you know. Your own folks, huh? And you already acknowledged and accepted that you may now belong to Limbus Company. Why didst thou not pay a visit to the LCE? Barely, when one's mind is plagued by the absence of tranquility, venturing forth into the open air and untouchable field of grass cleareth the storm of the heart. An asset of the company is expected to act in the company's interest, yet for whatever reason, I didn't see you fighting on the field of battle during Operation Spider-Pyre. You will have to account for your absence in the mission. What mission? Oh, that one. Alright, clearly there's some disconnect in expectations here. Listen here, you. I'm really not all that about hard, bothersome work. Get what I mean? What? So let's talk about the kind of fellow I am. Meet the resident layabout who's forced to do his job, with a frown too, might I add, only when he's got absolutely no other choice. I'm really not some big shot. Engdu's apparently been promoting me as folks. Oh my god. Literally, ever since Ruina, we were always like, ah, Bamboo Hatted Kim's such the coolest guy. He's such a freaking anime like protagonist character who's super cool and stoic, and it's like awesome, and like, you know, and that's reinforced with his own with the Intervallo earlier. But now it's just, no, the real dude is just kind of lazy and doesn't want to do work and is kind of forced to be a leader because no one else wanted to do it. That's so good. I love it. And I'd very much like to stop getting roped into stuff that keeps putting my life on the line. Fine, then why did you join the LCD in the first place if you'd rather be unemployed? No, never mind, they probably forced you to stay. You catch on quick. First they spout this nonsense about distortions at all, then Force hired me, calling me a company-owned resource, or whatever. And the other day, they were on about again, what's his name? Golden Bow? Yes, they invited me on a tour to another department to listen in on some important presentation. And I accepted. I thought it would be a fine opportunity to broaden my perspective. Engdu, dear, there are times when your commitment to duty shines brighter than the sun. I find that attitude so dazzling that I have to squint when I'm looking at you. Who knows? Maybe that's why I'm wearing this bamboo hat, to shade my eyes from your utter brilliance. Do you mean to say that you are in need of a shield to protect your eyes? Lady Ezra, might I submit a request for a pair of sunglasses for my mentor? Only if it's not too much of an imposition on the budget, that is. I love her. Just, this face is These two are everything to me now. If it's only been like 5 minutes, they're everything to me. I love her, and I love him. That right there, that's what I keep telling you not to do. You can't just say yes to every silly thing he says and turn it into a supply request. Small expenses add up a lot, you know. You gotta save up everything you can in the piggy bank while you still can, or you'll end up broke. Is there truly no room for reconsideration? No means no. Then pray, make the purchase for me. I shall cover the cost myself. No can... Wait, what? My poor mentor is in a state of great discomfort, yet I possess neither the wisdom nor the knowledge to navigate the silver tongue of merchants in the maze of stalls to locate the very best item, so I must beg this favor of you. Getting yandere, frickin' Engdu. You're giving me a frickin' headache, girl. I am aware that you and yours are no strangers to such dealings. There is no one else I can trust to complete such a procurement with the swiftness of the wind. You know what? Never mind what I said. I was gonna get you what you want. You heard the gentle lady, mentor. Your suffering shall soon be alleviated. Right. My apologies for interrupting you in mid-conversation. Pray, continue. You had reached the part where they invited you to tour another department. I am so... This is everything to me right now, man. I love it. Ugh, freaking tearing up. Ugh, it's so funny. Get you a curl like Engdu. Yeah, so that day, I was just gonna relax here and watch some TV. Well, good for you on showing up to work today, I guess. Let's say there's a debt to be repaid. At least you understand that we are indeed indebted to the company. Yeah, I suppose I do. Oh yeah, she got the prosthetic arm now. Oh, this thing too, your arms. She's got the dope-ass frickin' Nero arm. It's not just the arms, even her clothes are different now. And that sword. I had these fitted anew as soon as the operation was concluded. The gracious hosts and one of the LCD's teams had prepared them in advance. Evident satisfaction. She held up the metallic wrists. Hell yeah. Oh, such gleeful smoothness, wed to machine articulation. It is as though I am beholding the marvelous prosthesis of the illustrious Siegfried himself. Those are strikingly similar to Schwartz Industries N7 lineup, but I thought that model was discontinued. Nah, not theirs. It's one of the prototype developed by LCD's Phenomena Deciphering team, and they put them on her for trial. Now you'll find another like them. They're based on technology spurned from distortions. Oh, I see. Something trouble you, Master Sinclair? Oh, no. Oh, Canto 3 is still in there. And he's more an Incorp. Sorry, just reminded me of something from a long time ago. My dad used to work with prosthetics before he passed away. I thought this was the exact same model I saw back then. It appears I lack tech. These arms are sort of painful memory within you. For that, I apologize. It's alright. I'm fine now. You can thank yours truly for picking the sword. I was there with her. I did inform Lady Ezra that my blade could serve as a weapon. That any blade that could serve as a weapon would suffice, but she insisted on browsing the goods. I dare say I was given the opportunity to lay my eyes on every type of sword I could ever hope to see in this life, walking through the workshop street that day. Oh please, girl. We walked for just 4 hours. That's nothing. Wow. Pocketing things on the floor. Anyway, what's this place supposed to be? What are these things? It's basically a wreck now, but there are strobes and that cloth backdrop over there. Maybe it used to be a photo studio? Oh. That can explain why there's so many photos stuck around the place. Probably. This thing definitely looks like a camera, at least. What do you suppose this is? A battery, maybe? Ah, there's some kind of strip inside. Let me pull it out. No, that's... Or so. What did I do? Exposure to sunlight damages these objects. Oh, right. Yeah. I already pulled a little bit out, though. It can be rewound. Carefully rotate the ridge section on the cylinder. I am currently blocking the sunlight from reaching the exposed section. Damages of no concern. So that's very interesting, because Merceau has, like, not really done that. You know, like, not moved on his own without, like, explicit ask, usually from Dante. But he just took charge there. Oh, okay. You mean this one, right? This is part of that, the part that rotates? Yep. Went back in. Hmm. It seems to be a film roll. There's something written on the outside. Experiment number 4. It appears to be a compact roll for a film camera. You seem to have handled one before. Yes. I once received a report containing photographs taken on film cameras during the war. Film rolls used by Incorp were particularly difficult to falsify. They were often used to collect intelligence during secret operations. The film fixes light directly onto the medium, from what I heard. Anyway, we managed to regroup in one piece. Let's come up with a plan to deal with these distortion guys. Where should we begin? Both Ezra and I, we were both trying to be free from the misconception we inflicted on ourselves. Yeah, probably some trauma. Does there yet remain a deserving illumination? Huh? Yeah. Wait, you're right. Haven't we cleaned up the distortions already? Dante is asking whether distortion suppression has not, in fact, already been concluded. Oh, not yet. These people we fought just now only got caught up in the distortion. They didn't actually distort themselves. We haven't even gotten close to the distortion's infection point yet. Infection point? Anywho, finding an infection point without the team leader around is gonna take some time. Maybe it won't be too bad with your help. By inflection point, are you referring to the point on a graph in which the directionality of its curvature changes? Calling to mind the present context, it may be less a mathematical term and more a specialized polyseme, referring to the point at which distortion occurs. The motive, intent, or indeed, the point in which inflection of the mind occurs. Yep, that's about right. That's the kind of inflection point I was talking about. So in our department, we use the term to mean the source of the distortion. The inflection or cause behind it, stuff like that. You know, distortion's hard to treat if you don't know the core cause. Treat the symptoms you see on the surface all you like, but you never find the root cause. The distortions never get solved. Though I guess you guys never really had to look for that kind of stuff, huh? Boss clock opens a door into the fathoms or whatever, right? I mean, the dungeon of the fathoms? Yep, that's the one. From where we're standing, distortions are really high maintenance, time-consuming headaches. It's one thing to somehow manage to locate the inflection point, but curing it is another thing. But you guys can just march straight into someone's heart, knock the snot out of everything, and then, ta-da! Patient ready for discharge. That's how it works, right? Ugh, not gonna lie, I was so jealous when I heard about it, I almost bit my sleeve off. Fairly. I thought your team would set about resolving distortions once the foe is vanquished, as we want to do. As we are wont to do. Was that not so? Of course not. Why would anyone come to us with distortion suppression requests if it were that simple in the first place? But yeah, most of the time, peeps try to brute force approach to it first. And then when things go south, they send the request to the company or to our detective's office. Blah. That means the client of this time must have been... Bingo! Apparently, the residents of Butter Street had all shipped in to commission all kinds of agencies like the ZY and the Combat Specialized Fixtures offices. But none of them could actually do things right. The job got passed on to us. Meaning, the distortion phenomenon related to this kind of photograph is still occurring unchecked somewhere in the streets. Exactly. That's why we gotta find something. Anything that might give us a clue. Or might count as a clue. Hey, isn't that N-Corp's logo? I was once employed by N-Corp. What? You used to work with those people? Do you know who these guys are, Merceau? Yes, manager. These are N-Corp Class 2 staff members, given the camera briefcases in their possession. They are likely members of the pinframe team of Service Desk Clos. Or Service Desk Clue. Wow, okay. Lore. Okay, pinframe team, huh? Anything you can tell us about them? Yes. It's one of N-Corp's many field departments related to information gathering and processing. Their primary duties include the handling of N-Corp's internal information, analysis of N-Corp's internal intelligence, the sorting and arranging of N-Corp's internal information, and intersector... that'd be enough. Whoa, is he a talking encyclopedia or something? Yeah, another thing to be jealous of. You think it'd be okay if we borrow him sometimes? Might be an issue for us if you just went and borrowed our team's encyclopedia. Anyway, your encyclopedia is right. They're from N-Corp. They're from N-Corp's pinframe team. Seen them a few times before in N-Corp's nest. But why have people already busy enough dealing with the nest affairs come all the way out to shabby back streets like this? Got any guesses? I'm unable to determine that. Eh? The possible range of connection between the two pieces of information is exceedingly broad. Listing every relevant reason as to why they may have come here would require a considerable amount of time. Therefore, I will not present a determinative answer to that question. Okay then, Merceau. Maybe this will be easier to answer. From an objective point of view, there is no such thing as an objective point of view. Manager. Oh, weird. Okay. A given judgment may seem infinitely close to objectivity, but ultimately all things are subjective, without exception. Got it. Then tell me 3 subjective reasons you think are the most likely for why these people had come all the way to the back streets. Yes, manager. I would presume their mission was one or all the following. Retrieval of a video recording or recordings in violation of N-Corp's taboo. Prompt elimination of the violator. Contact with an informant to the back streets collaborating with N-Corp's nest. Or identification and arrest of a wanted individual or individuals determined by the nest. Taboo? You mean these people could be taboo hunters? Nah, no way. They don't send out taboo hunters for every single violation, you know. Like, wings usually leave minor taboo violations to be handled by subcontracted fixer offices or employees of departments in charge. I'd say these guys here are N-Corp staff. Miss Angdu, what are you looking for in their pockets? I am looking through their belongings for enlightening clues yet to be hidden in the sleeve or fold of their garments. Lady Moses has been gifted with the art of discerning the truth from what lies before her with all but a single glance. Yet my eyes are foreign to such a feat. Let me take a look too. This is an employee card, and okay, this one's a wallet, so let's put that back. We don't want to be robbers. Aha! This might be it. It's an order missive. Work details. Elimination of the individual of a Category 3 taboo violation. Address, Butter Street. This is the place. Which means all this might be pointing to something whoever used to work in the studio and the distortion phenomenon might be connected. Yeah, now that you mention it, when that whole pop and change thing happened, it did feel kind of like a camera flash. Alright, let's start by combing through the place. Let me know if you find anything suspicious. Oh, at long last, hath the hour arrived for my debut as a detective, forsooth. Oh, right, like T-Corp. Yeah, remembering T-Corp, she didn't get to do that. Barely. I had foreseen that the day would come. All right, interesting setup going on, and all the stuff with Merceau too. Interesting. I'm curious to find out too. Misconceptions. And as you may see, I am bringing the crew around. I even leveled them up. Not extremely so, but I did. And let's do let's do Kurakumo clan, yeah. I think that'll synergize best. I haven't gotten... I really want her new ID for Ingdu, but we'll have to get that later. Let's hopefully I won't get blown up too much. They're not all level 60. There sure are a lot of photos around, but almost all of them are just pictures of buildings. Nothing much to tell from that. Aside from the canister containing the film roll Sinclair picked up, there are no remaining items here that could count as proper clue. Executive Manager. I've confirmed that all the rest are empty plastic containers. It's probably best to check the contents of the film roll directly. Yes, Executive Manager. I'll find a way to develop the film. Did you guys find any sort of photo development room or equipment nearby? Let's search a little more before we see what's in that film roll. Mentor, what do you make of this object? For the 8th time, Ingdu, I have no idea. If I had wits bright enough to understand all that lies before me with a single glance like that team leader, I would have passed the royal examinations long ago and secured myself a lucrative position as a court official. But Mentor, hadn't you already passed the royal? Once swung, a sword does not retrace its arc, Ingdu. So it is with life. There is no undoing what has already been cut. Thus, it is unnecessary to dwell on what can no longer be undone. There is no after for what has been slashed away. Not for you, Mentor. Ought you not dwell on what can no longer be undone. I misspoke. I did not mean it that way, Ingdu. I merely meant to say that I do not wish to recall my past. I am aware. You have told me as much since long ago. Whenever you were placed in a we were placed in a position to retrace the past. Mostly at the eateries where you filled your belly on unpaid tabs, and each time you brought down the stone wall before our house by your own erring hand. Those are exactly the kinds of things you should never forget. Ow. My belly. I feel a stabbing pain in my belly. The spot. Oh, the very wound you once gave me afflicts me yet. The one from when you thought you were only poking me with the scabbard, yet by some cruel turn, it was your sword that ran me through. Mentor, you said it was completely healed and that I need not concern myself with it. Those very same words have been repeated at least 80 times. But it still aches every now and then, chiefly when I hear your sharp, cutting words that I really don't want to hear. Ah, is that so? What's this? I have written down the words that I have just said. If hearing my sharp, cutting words afflicts you so, perhaps reading them instead would cause no suffering. Yeah, it's nice to have someone so devoted to you, but at the same time... Man. Oh, that's so good. Young Engdu, there's a matter I would ask thee. Pray, speak freely. This may perhaps be a discourteous inquiry, but, I too, when speaking to the others of whom I serve, often ornament my words with a laudation of an acceptable degree, and yet... I understand your concern, Lady Don Quixote. I suppose this is your first time seeing Mentor with his shoulders so unbraced and his bearing so loose. In truth, when I first beheld him, I also wondered whether such a man could truly be the leader worth placing my faith in. However, upon my honor, I assure you that I have never once uttered a falsehood when I spoke him to you. My respect toward the blade of my own and foes alike, my determination to safeguard what must be protected, even should my arms be torn apart, all of these are, undoubtedly, the teachings that my mentor has imparted unto me. Truly? Why, if fortune should grant the opportunity, you may witness Mentor's true self yourselves someday. That is to say, if we let ourselves be carried by the currents of the river to arrive at such a chance. Besides, unless I spoke with this feigned, stern ignorance, there will be no end to his digging at his heels. I would ask for your trust, for all is aimed at his benefit. Forsooth, thou hast been burdened with the trials of serving your superior. Just crying. It's so funny. Oh shoot, they've got arms like Merceau. Wow, yeah, okay. We have arrived at the target location. It appears that the advanced party has already been defeated. Wait, who are these people? Didn't they say there was only a single violator? Ah, crap. Looks like it's a little too late to talk our way out of this. Whatever excuses we've come up with. Oh boy, this is not gonna go well. Same thing happened last time. When I saw N-Corp employees, I thought I had the wrong intel. I thought we had the wrong intel, and all of a sudden... flashbang. Yeah, there was the same pop, and... Oh. Seeing it again doesn't exactly warm my heart, wouldn't you say, Engdu? Though Escort may indeed be passing through hard times, this alley was not quite so wretched in form, was it, Mentor? Is that right? Looks much the same to me. Ah, this place. Did we just get teleported to Escort? No, Dante. Though it generates a considerable sense of verisimilitude, this is... I think I know what this is. This is the depth of the Fathoms. Fathoms made entirely out of distortion. There are completely different distortions where Incorp employees were just a moment ago. Executive manager, this is exactly it. This is what I was trying to explain. Whoa, freaky. Right, let's fight and talk later. Ready, Engdu? My blade is poised to strike, Lady Ezra. And wait, where's the baby-hatted dude? I'm afraid he has already taken his leave. He said he had no desire to cross blades with the... Oh, I'm so sorry. Chinokans of Escorp twice. Come on, man. Not again. Executive manager. Right, let's see what Ezra says and get ready for battle. On your orders, executive manager. Men, prepare for battle. Okay, okay. Cool place, yeah. Ooh, look at these guys. I love the, like, clipped together thing of it. Like, it looks real, too, funnily enough. Like, I wonder if it's either based on real photographs or it is, you know? Let's see if the bamboo hats can handle this. Okay. Looks good to me. Wait, do I even want to clash with that? I don't even think I want to. Yeah, it's a clashable counter, but I also, well, inflict debuffs. I don't want to have debuffs inflicted on me. Oh shoot, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, I didn't even notice she's in here. Oh, sick. We see all her new moves. It's been so long since I used this team. It's nice getting back into it. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Damn it. Thank you, Ezra. Ah. There we go. Good job, Yusang. And then Otis is just here for moral support, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really trust her with being able to handle much of this. No, we need that going there. Let's do that. Okay. Nice. Very good. Beautiful. Good job, Yusang. And frickin' Ezra's just frickin', you know, she goes insane. Nice. Nice. Otis. Not Otis. Faust. Ow. Damn it. She couldn't stop. She couldn't stagger. Otis is gonna get hit hard. There we go. Oh, they got the ropes on me. That's bad. Okay. Guys, this is not looking super great, but maybe we might be able to make something out of this. I might just have to try and dodge this and pray. Yeah, let's just pray. Come on, Faust. Oh, shoot. Okay. Alright, there's a stagger. Nope. That hurts. That hurts. We're still in it, though. Come on, Yusang. Could we win some clashes, guys? Come on. Okay, set him. Try and go for some kills here. Oh, it's gonna be lit. Hell yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Need her on my team. Nice. Good job, Yisang. Come on, they're all so low. Okay, at least Yisang is rolling now. Nice. Oh, wow. Killed him. You're dead. Yisang, my boy. Got him at the very beginning of the game. See, he was the bonus for the amount of downloads. It was very cool. He was terrible back then, though, so, you know. He got better later. Nice. Excellent. Oh god, there's so many. Okay, I think we can get through all these with a bit more to spare. Try to do as much damage as we can. I mean, they're kind of soloing. I mean, she just soloed that guy. Like, come on. It's actually nuts. Beautiful. Okay, only 4 left. Easy peasy. That's fine. Let's just do it like that. I mean, I think she's just gonna solo everybody, you know? Look at this. She just killed 2 of them on her own. Can we have her the whole time, please? There we go. Let's go. Yeah, we're getting you those books, Angela. That should be all of them. Huh, they're not changing back. Doesn't look like beating up the distorted ones reverts immediately this time around. Perhaps a fortunate turn of events, in a way. Let us search for clues while time allows us. Right. You take that side, Engdu. I'll search here. Prithee. We battled distortions upon our arrival hither, yet never before have I beheld our surroundings change with so sudden a flash. Prithee, I cannot make sense of this situation. Couldst thou render a detailed account of this distortion phenomenon? Apologies. It appear I overlooked the briefing due to the urgency of this predicament. This is, according to the definition presented by Lady Moses, a location-type distortion. It's basically when a whole space distorts. Intense places and buildings can't move on their own. The distortion gets fixed in a certain space. As for this one, looks like the distortion's already progressed pretty far along. Middle stage, probably. They don't usually get this big. This one here is covering almost an entire street. Than those people. They entered this space and got caught up in it. And our job right now is to get to the bottom of the phenomenon. What exactly gets people caught up? What happens to them once they're in? Of course, we can't really rule out the possibility of a powerful distortion that's encroaching upon its environment. Oh, by that I mean when a distortion bleeds into the space around it and warps it. Oh man, I'm actually talking like our team leader. Rubbed off on me, I guess. In any case, we won't be able to suppress or cure, we won't be able to suppress or cure the distortion even if we whoop these guys' asses 100 times. We need more clues to help us to locate the inflection point. Maybe we should examine these people over here, too. And these are the glyph emblazoned upon their headbands. Chu. It speaks propulsion and pursuit. It marks them as Chunokans. Functionaries charged with scouring and hunting runaway nobis. You hail from the homeland as we do. I'm unsurprised that you know of them. I could hardly fail to know, for I too was once enumerated among their quarry. Scientists and technicians were daily being disposed of their stations in S-Corp after all. So it was no idle tale. Scientists who ply their craft without fattening S-Corp's coffers are seized forthwith and made nobis of the corporation. Indeed, I count myself fortunate to have absconded with my friends afore the brand of Nobi could be impressed upon us otherwise. Nobi, the wretched appellation conferred upon the people for the convenience of those in power, a vile practice and an excuse of their power-mongering, nothing more. The so-called taboo hunters of S-Corp operate by much the same anatomy. Does the breaching of taboo summon the hunter, or does the hunter first seize his prey to therefore frame the captured with invented transgression? The powerful so desire to chase a man down, to take possession of his very being and keep him caged. Then they need only decree that he should bear the lot of a Nobi. Such is what S-Corp has become today. My mentor, too, is one of the victims of that accursed practice. And could these people have been sent out to capture your mentor, or you saying? Or me, perhaps, or none of us? You mean to shape that they may have conceptual forms of Chinokans generated by distortion? That is a plausible conjecture. We're getting nowhere with this clue hunting. To delve further into the matter, it is necessary to determine why the S-Corp and its Chinokans have appeared as the motif of this phenomenon. Considering the course of events we have seen so far, would it not stand to reason that distortion stains all nearby things with memories most foul? The presence of Chinokans suggests a possible correspondence to Yiseng's memories. Conversely, however, the absence of T-Corp's time collectors weakens that hypothesis. And in which case, the most plausible theory is that this particular distortion could have stemmed from Bamboo-Hatted Kim or Aang Dua's memories. I've seen a few distortions that show trauma or affect their surroundings. But this one, I'm not getting that pop of inspiration. Can't even guess at what this distortion wants either. Ugh. If only the team leader was here, cracking this would have been a piece of cake. And we're back. This is why you keep asking whether we've seen anything bursting with a pop. The N-Corp employees must have it rough, too, getting dragged into distortion like this. I mean, what else were we supposed to do? It was self-defense. They were about to attack us. I suppose finding the root cause and taking care of it would be the fastest way forward. Let's just do what we can for now. Okay, first, we need to develop the film we found here. We'll head to the nearest dark room and... Nah, actually, let's first drag that slippery, hat-wearing Colt back here and get him talking about the Chinokans. That's probably our best bet. Ugh, every time we take a job, that slacker just slips off without telling anybody. Oh, I think I can help with that. Have you located him? Huh? What? Boss Clock found something? Yep, I found where Bamboo-Hatted Kim is right now. Yep. It's nice having surveillance on everybody at all times. Pretty great. Yeah. Cool. Wow, oh wow, already a third of the way through? Okay. This might be a shorter one. Well, that is going to be the end of this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. I am very, very much excited for this Intervalo, and all the new Merceau lore and stuff has been so cool. Look at these collages of pictures and all that. Very neat location distortions and all that. Like, I'm excited. So, with that, I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.